Welcome to this edition of The Right Perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Yoga Day special. On the 21st of June 2015, mooted by the Indian Prime Minister, the world adopted, with the consensus at the United Nations, the concept of International Yoga Day to be celebrated every year on the 21st of June. This time around, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to go across from Jabalpur all the way up to New York in order to participate in International Yoga Day celebrations on two sides of the globe. But what is important about yoga? Why is yoga so important, and why is yoga such an important contribution by Bharat to humanity? Let's try and understand this from the eyes and the perspective of those who not only have deeply studied Bharat's cultures, its scriptures, but are also propounding, propagating, practicing, and also teaching yoga the world over. Joining us in this very, very special edition is the renowned David Frawley, North Marwai, who's taken yoga all across the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and of course, Jeffrey Armstrong, the founder of VASA, the Vedic Academy of Science and Arts, based in Canada. He also goes by the name of Kavindra Rishi. He's penned many books. Namaste and Jai Hind to everybody. Thank you very, very much for considering and also accepting this humble invitation from us to give the right perspective on the International Yoga Day and yoga, what it means to humanity. My first question to Dr. David Frawley. David Frawley, International Yoga Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, like we all know, is going to go all the way from Jabalpur to New York. Let me first ask you, the significance of yoga per se. Is it just an exercise or much more?
Well, first of all, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is obviously a yogi, or he couldn't do all these travels, speaking, so many things. So that is there. And I would say the yogic inspiration is with him, and he has revived the yogic spirit within India and globally. Of course, we now have the new temples, renovations, the Ekatma, and then also the Mahakal and Kedarnath, and so many things. And of course, Shiva is the great Adi Guru, Mahaguru, Mahayogi. So Modi is carrying that energy. Now, to the rest of your question, yoga, like Hinduism, addresses the whole of life, all living beings, the entire universe, all aspects of our being, body, prana, senses, mind, intellect, higher consciousness, universal self. So it is the whole of existence and the whole of cosmos and cosmic intelligence. And we say, approach yoga where it draws you in, but also be aware of the additional dimensions of yoga. I've been involved, of course, with yoga and Ayurveda, which is concerned with physical and psychological wellness and healing. But also I've been involved with the spiritual dimension, Raja Yoga, Vedanta. So these should be honored and go together. But if you devote yourself to yoga, it will unfold, but be open to the deeper spirit and teachings of yoga and the great yoga gurus.
Is it just a mere physical exercise, David Frawley, or is it a combination of science and spiritualism? Or is it science or spiritualism? How would you see it? And does it yoke humanity to the universe?
Oh, yes. Well, the point is very simple. Let's look at what yoga originally teaches. And who are the great yoga gurus? We have, of course, Shiva. We have Krishna as Yoga Avatara. And we've had so many yoga gurus who came to the West, starting with Vivekananda. But they always emphasized yoga as self-realization in the broader sense of the universal self. Body is part of who we are. It is our instrument, but it is not our real identity. So asana is kind of a doorway into yoga. But yoga has always been defined in terms of meditation, samadhi, self-realization, atma, purusha, whether it is in Vedas, Upanishads, Gita, Yoga Sutras, Yoga Shastras, all the different approaches to yoga. That inner aspect of yoga is the real goal. The outer aspect is a preparation.
Prime Minister and many other leaders have always considered yoga as a gift to humanity. How significant is the United Nations adopting yoga? How important is it for Bharat as a nation and one of its, subject scriptures or studies being adopted by the world? How important is it? And how important is it for the world to also become yogis or adapt to yoga?
Well, yoga, India is the land of yoga. Bharat is the land of yoga. Bharat is Agni, which is the yogic Agni, the inner flame of awareness, consciousness, self-realization. And Bharat is based upon, Bharatiya Sanskriti, Bharatiya civilization is based upon yoga. Or we say Vedas is the knowledge and yoga is the practice. There are many varieties and branches of these teachings. But yoga reflects India's dharmic civilization, and it has been influencing humanity for thousands of years. It's traveled long before its current modern movement, but that is inherent in India, and it's also inherent in the human being. We are here to evolve in consciousness. We are here to unite as a species with the greater universe. And yoga remains our best guide for that, or at least our most continuous, enduring, and accessible guide for that.
My last question, David Trollogy, do you believe in today's day and age, yoga is far more relevant and more people across the world can actually benefit from this gift from Bharat or Bharat civilization?
American people have been benefiting from yoga since Vivekananda at least, but even before that, we've had many yoga gurus here. Swami Yogananda, he began in 1920 in America, and many have come after that. Everybody's heard of yoga. Many people have gone to ashrams. Kirtan is popular, and meditation is coming in now into medicine, psychology. Yogic aspect of that is there. Even Gandhi's ahimsa came out of a yogic basis. So yoga is benefiting. And I think the people in the world need to honor and respect yoga as well. Not just use it for their own personal means, which is okay, but to use it as part of this universal unfoldment, being, consciousness, bliss, Satchidananda, Shanti, Ananda for all. Hari Om.
Let's get